Have you ever wondered why UK politics sometimes seem like an unsolvable riddle? Well, you're not alone. Many misconceptions cloud the understanding of the UK's political system. Today, we're going to shine a light on these common misunderstandings, debunk them, and help you see the UK's political landscape in a new light. Think of this as your friendly, informative guide to the often confusing world of UK politics. So, let's dive into the first misconception. The Queen rules with an iron fist, doesn't she? Well, not exactly. It's a common misconception that the British monarchy holds absolute power. The reality is quite different. The United Kingdom operates under a constitutional monarchy system. This means that while the monarch, currently Queen Elizabeth II, is the head of state, her role is largely ceremonial and symbolic. The Queen does not rule with an iron fist. She doesn't make decisions on day-to-day governance, nor does she have the power to overrule the decisions of the government. Her role includes duties like opening and closing sessions of Parliament, giving royal assent to laws, and meeting with the Prime Minister on a weekly basis. But these activities are more about maintaining traditions and ceremonial duties than exercising political power. The real power, in fact, lies with the Parliament. The Parliament is a bicameral legislature, meaning it has two houses, the House of Commons and the House of Lords. The House of Commons, in particular, holds significant power. It's where members of Parliament, who are elected by the public, debate and make decisions on legislation and policy matters. The Prime Minister, who is the head of government, also comes from this house. So, while the monarchy is an integral part of the United Kingdom's identity and history, the Queen doesn't hold absolute power. It's a balance of tradition and modern democratic principles. So the Queen doesn't make the laws, Parliament does. Scene script. Prime Minister, President, what's the difference, right? Actually, there's a big one. The role of Prime Minister in the UK is often compared to that of a president, but there are some key differences that set them apart. The Prime Minister is not a head of state, but rather the head of government. This means they lead the executive branch of government, implementing policy and directing the civil service. The Prime Minister is chosen not by the general public, but by members of their own political party. When a political party wins a majority in the House of Commons, the leader of that party is invited by the monarch to become Prime Minister. This role is not a lifetime appointment, and they can be replaced by their party at any time. As for responsibilities, the Prime Minister's role is to lead the government and to implement its policies. They also represent the UK domestically and internationally, making key decisions on foreign policy and national security. However, unlike a president, the Prime Minister does not have the power to veto legislation or appoint Supreme Court judges. The Prime Minister also has the power to call a general election at any time within a 5-year period, a power that a president does not have. This is a key feature of the UK's parliamentary system, where the government is accountable to Parliament, not the other way around. So, the Prime Minister is not elected by the public but by their party. Tea and cricket, the quintessential British pastimes, right? But is that really true? Let's delve a bit deeper into this stereotype. First off, it's undeniable that tea is a big deal in the UK. It's a tradition deeply woven into the fabric of British culture. Yet, it would be misleading to say that all Brits are tea aficionados. The UK is a diverse nation, with a population of over 66 million people. That's a lot of different tastes and preferences. While many do enjoy a good brew, coffee culture has also seen a surge in popularity in recent years, with specialty coffee shops popping up all over the country. Moving on to cricket, this sport has a long and illustrious history in Britain, with roots tracing back to the 16th century. Yet, not all Brits are fans. In fact, football, or soccer as it's known in the US, is the most popular sport in the UK, with rugby and tennis also commanding a significant following. Moreover, the UK is home to a rich array of cultural, artistic, and recreational activities, from theatre and music to hiking and gardening. So, while tea and cricket hold a special place in British culture, they are just two pieces in a diverse mosaic of interests and pastimes. So while tea and cricket are popular, they're far from universal. The UK, one small island with a unified culture, right? Think again. When we think of the United Kingdom, it's easy to envision a single cultural entity. But in reality, the UK is made up of 4 distinct countries: England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, each with its own unique cultures, languages, and traditions that contribute to the richness of the UK's cultural landscape. Let's start with England, the largest of the 4. It's not just about Shakespeare and afternoon tea. England is a potpourri of regional identities, from the maritime history of the South Coast, the industrial heritage of the North, to the cosmopolitan vibrancy of London, each region offering its own cultural flavors. Then we have Scotland, a country of rugged highlands, haunting bagpipe music, and a fierce pride in its Gaelic heritage. Scotland's vibrant culture is reflected in its national festivities like Hogmanay and Burns Night, and its globally recognized symbols like tartan and kilts. Wales, with its breathtaking landscapes and ancient castles, is a place where the Welsh language is still vibrantly alive, a testament to the resilience of Welsh culture. The Eisteddfod, a festival of music and poetry, is a key part of Welsh cultural life, celebrating the country's rich artistic heritage. And finally, Northern Ireland, a country where the intertwining of Celtic and British traditions creates a unique cultural blend. The murals of Belfast tell a story of a complex past, while the Giant's Causeway stands as a testament to the country's natural beauty and folklore. Each of these countries within the UK not only has its own distinct culture, but also its own political institutions, laws, and educational systems. They are bound together by history and shared experiences, yet they retain their unique identities. So, the next time someone says that the UK is just one small island with a single culture, remember that it's a lot more complex and diverse than that. The UK is a melting pot of diverse cultures, not a cultural monolith. When you think of UK politics, you think Brexit, right? But there's so much more. Indeed, Brexit has dominated the political landscape of the United Kingdom for several years. It's been a topic of heated debates, impassioned speeches, and, at times, political turmoil. But to assume that UK politics is all about Brexit would be a gross oversimplification. Let's take a step back and look at the broader picture. The UK, like any other nation, has a myriad of issues to address. Healthcare, for instance, is a major concern. From the funding of the National Health Service to debates on privatization, these discussions go beyond Brexit and touch the lives of every UK citizen. Education is another significant topic on the political agenda. Issues such as the funding of public schools, the role of standardized testing, and the affordability of higher education are all pressing matters that the UK government grapples with. Moreover, the UK is playing a pivotal role in addressing climate change. From hosting the 26th UN Climate Change Conference of the Parties, COP26, to setting ambitious goals for carbon neutrality, the UK's environmental policies are shaping not only their nation, but also the world. Then there are matters of social welfare, immigration, and national security, among others. Each of these issues requires careful deliberation, informed decision-making, and often a bit of political wrangling. Yes, Brexit has been a defining issue for the UK. It has reshaped the political landscape, influenced international relations, and sparked intense discussions about the country's identity and future. But it is not the be-all and end-all of UK politics. At the end of the day, politics is about people. It's about addressing the needs of the citizens, ensuring their well-being, and creating a society where everyone can thrive. This goes beyond any single issue, including Brexit. So, while Brexit is important, it's far from the only issue in UK politics. So, we've debunked some common misconceptions about UK politics. Let's take a quick trip down memory lane. We've clarified that the monarchy doesn't hold absolute power but serves a ceremonial role. The Prime Minister isn't the UK's president, and the country's love for tea and cricket doesn't define its political landscape. And remember, the UK isn't just a small island with similar cultures, it's a diverse union of 4 nations, each with its own unique identity. Lastly, UK politics isn't all about Brexit. It's a complex system with various issues at play. These misconceptions may seem trivial, but they often cloud our understanding of the real picture. The truth is, UK politics, like any other, is multifaceted, layered with nuances that go beyond common stereotypes. It's crucial to delve deeper, to question, to learn. Remember, understanding is the first step to informed decision-making. So keep questioning, keep learning.